Hi everyone, so I just wanted to go through the Essential Black and White collection with you and show you how to use it. It really is really simple to use. Just the biggest tip I can give you is make sure your image is prepared for a black and white conversion, just as you would with any black and white conversion, not just the actions. So make sure you're working, you've done your skin edit and you've done some dodge and burn or whatever you're doing to your image. Make sure that's all done before you play the actions and they'll work the best for you. So I'm going to go through the actions. These actions here before this grey part are all one click actions. So let's pick and let's go for this one. So I know that Film It Black and White looks really good on this image. So that's going to give that filmy look. It's absolutely gorgeous. And it's all done for you. You can come down here to the build your own. So when you're building your own, you start with the Simply Desaturate and then you make the adjustments on top. So you can add some clarity. Now, what I would do with this is either reduce the opacity or invert the layer mask and mask on. Or you can do both. And then I'm going to come down, let's go for a cool matte. And then you can mask that off the face if you wanted. And the boat, just to bring that focus back there. But just play around with them and see what you like. The film action is really nice as well. And again, just bring that focus back because it's like a matte look. Okay, so you can use the already done ones for you and then other adjustments as well. So if you wanted to paint on some light, you can paint on some light. If you wanted to add some darkness in there, then you can do. Just play around with the actions. That's literally just adding light, but because it's got that blue tone, it's just picking that up. This really doesn't need much doing. It's pretty perfect. In fact, what I probably would do is just brighten the eyes a touch. So make my brush smaller. And then a bit on the lips. And I think that is pretty perfect. I absolutely love that filmy black and white action. Okay. So again, if you're going to build your own, Simply Desaturate. Let's darken. And we'll darken the whole scene. Follow the instructions. You can reduce the opacity. And then let's mask that off the centre of the face. On the hand as well. A bit in the hair. Then we can look through, we can add moody. There's so many different adjustments you can make. There's high key in there as well. Highlights down, warm matte, cool matte. And again, you can lower the opacity. And you can also open the folder and make adjustments on each layer. So you can reduce the amount of cool without affecting the matte. You could reduce the matte without affecting the cool. You can really play around with the actions. Let's have a look at one of these. Let's go with glowy black and white. Oh, might be too glowy. But again, you can adjust the glowy. So open the folder and then adjust that. The thing is, my actions all come in folders like this, so you can open them up and see what they're doing. I want you to learn as much off the actions as you do with the tutorials. There is one called Modern Twist. Now that doesn't work for every single image, but when it does work, it looks great. I'm not sure it'll work for this one, but when it does work, it works great. It's great for maternity images actually. And we'll let it play and see how it looks. Oh, it doesn't look too bad. And then you can just go and fix the selection like here if needed on your image. It works great on light images as well. So just make sure that you pick the right one. Let's go for rich warm black and white. So you can see it works great on the lighter images, darker images. It really doesn't matter what kind of image you have. It's going to work perfectly on all of them. Just have a play around with them. So these adjustments are all pre-made for you. And then these ones are build your own. So simply desaturate. Let me see if there's an image we've not looked at. Simply desaturate and then adjust from here. You've even got your spotlight image, which is similar to up here, but set you can build your own. There's soften, so you can really soften the image. You could soften the background and then mask off your subject so all the focus is there. Really depends on the image as well. The film action is really nice. There's so many gorgeous actions in there. There's light and airy adjustments depending on your image again. You've got dodge and burn as well, just to make that easier for you. Grain, which I absolutely love in a black and white. On the right black and white, it is perfect. Darken shadows. We've got that really jaw-dropping glow. But then again, make sure that you're adjusting it to suit your image. Always use that opacity slider because it makes such a massive difference. It can look like a completely different action just by turning that opacity down. So there's loads and loads of actions in there to make sure that you get the perfect black and white every single time. And I absolutely adore this collection. I couldn't love it more if I tried. I love it. Okay, I hope this helps. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.